Hello fellow Peanuts fans, today we're going to an antique mall and our first find of the day is this Linus Avon bottle holder. He still has his tube of goo he holds and he still has his box and his suction cup, which is amazing. And not far away, another Avon item. We've got Snoopy with a baseball cap. These are fairly common, so I'm going to pass on him. And look at this booth! There's got to be something in here that we can find. Can't wait to explore all these toys. And here we go. We've got our find of the booth. We've got a Charlie Brown Christmas. This is a book that came out not long ago, and it's got a CD with it. And we also have How's the Weather Lucy color form set. Let's take this out and take a look at it. It looks like she might be missing some pieces, and based on the price I decided to pass on this item. Here we've got some Viewmaster items. There's a Snoopy and the Red Baron on this Viewmaster, but I decided to pass on it because it wasn't enough peanuts. And here's some bags of Peanuts toys. A couple more of the bags so you can see what was inside. We've got some fast food toys and a wind-up, pencil sharpener, and an Avon bottle. Lots of Avon today. And we've got Charlie Brown and Lucy Avon bottles. Then we've got these two candy holders and some stickers. Plus a couple of McDonald's toys. What do we have here? We've got some towels, some sheets. Oh, look what we found. We've got a big set of sheets here. Let's see, a flat sheet and two pillowcases, a queen set, which is not easy to find. What else have we got back here? And a flat, a fitted, and two pillowcases. These were a little expensive, so I decided to pass on them. There's a Snoopy knockoff amongst all these little dogs. I think I saw him last time, and I might see him again next time. Snoopy Joe Cool lunchbox. You don't see these too often, but this one's a little worse for wear, so I did decide to pass on it. And moving right along, we have a Lucy cut and sew doll. This would have been a fabric panel that somebody crafted into a Lucy doll. She's a bit overstuffed and not very well done, and a bit overpriced for the condition she's in. So I will definitely pass on her, unfortunately. And there's a few Snoopy signs here. They're not too old, but they're in decent condition, so I decided to take them home and pop them in the shop. Here we've got a MetLife Snoopy. Don't see this one too often, but he's not in the greatest condition. And we've got a Snoopy stocking holder. These are fairly common, so I decided to pass on him as well. We've got a Camp Snoopy glass, of course. We're going to see lots of these today. Then we've got a set of cookie cutters for Christmas. Not a bad price, but I already have some in the shop, so I'm gonna leave these for another collector. Here's Snoopy the Flying Ace. He was way overpriced, so he definitely stayed at this antique booth. Oh, look at this. We got a Snoopy Joe Cool donut mug. You don't see these very often. I believe they're from the 1970s. And here's another one. They had a pair of them. You don't see that too often. What have we here? We've got a Lucy pin back. We've got a Snoopy Boy Scouts of America pin. Sorry that it's not wanting to focus on it. I did decide to pick this up and put it in my collection. Focus! And we've got a Snoopy Chex Bank, and it is from the 90s, not 1966. What have we here? We've got some Memory Lane figures. The package, not too great, and I decided to pass on these because of the packaging. What have we here in this booth of toys? We've got a Snoopy helicopter full toy. This is by Hasbro. Yeah, probably from the 1970s or early 80s. Decided to pass on him. What have we here? We've got a Charlie Brown Christmas mug. Not too old. It's a decent price, but I decided to leave it for another collector. And we've got a Charlie Brown Good Grief mug. These were originally sold at Target for just $1. And at $9, I will definitely pass on this. We've got some MetLife plushes. We've got an astronaut missing his helmet, unfortunately. We've got a race car driver. I've got plenty of those, so I decided to pass on him. This one is interesting. He kind of looks like Robin Hood, but his shirt is backwards. I can't help but wonder if he had a hat at one point, so I took him home with me. And then finally we've got this football player, but his helmet looks terrible. So I am leaving him for another collector. That's Camp Snoopy glass number 2 for today. And number 3. We've got a jelly jar. Okay price, but I decided to pass on this since I already have some in my shop. Here we've got a couple of fun glasses. I did pick these up for the shop because I thought there would be a collector out there that would love to give these a new home. And more Camp Snoopy glasses. This is actually a pretty good price. If I needed more, I would definitely pick them up for that price. We got a rerun ornament and a couple of figurines from Hallmark, an ornament, and some Department 56 items. We got a Charlie Brown candle holder. I believe I already have some of these in the shop. At $16, that's a steal for another collector. And up here we've got a vintage bank. Sorry, I'm not showing it very well. The condition wasn't too great, so I decided to pass on that. We've got a Christmas mug from 1977. You can find these in the shop and pick one up for your collection. I did not buy this one though. And we've got a Snoopy's Garage from, I don't know how to pronounce it, Eschi? Made in Italy. At $27, I decided to pass since I already had it and I didn't think I could make any money on it. Here we got the Charlie Brown Encyclopedia number 3. I don't need any more of those. You can be anything, Snoopy. That's a great book and I decided to pass on that. Here we've got another Avon item. It's a Charlie Brown hairbrush. Oh, and we got a Snoopy hairbrush and another Chex Bank. Just $6 for this one, but he's just a little dirty on the bottom, so I decided to pass on him. Sometimes I just have to be picky, like not buying this 65th anniversary Snoopy. The box is pretty dented, but I think another collector would love him for just 20 bucks. Here we've got a graduation Snoopy plush. Very cute, from Hallmark. Here we've got some more Snoopy mugs. These are some great mugs at great prices. I decided to pass on them because I've got plenty of mugs right now in the shop. How many Camp Snoopy glasses is this today? And another Chex Bank. If you don't see a Camp Snoopy glass or a Chex Bank, then you're not looking hard enough. Oh, I found a Snoopy bargain bin. I cleared out about half of this stuff. to either put in the shop or put in my collection. Oh, we got a Snoopy Ketchum box. You see these from time to time. At $19, that's a bargain for another collector. More Camp Snoopy glasses. Oh, here we go. We've got a Shine plate from a tea set. Just the one plate though. What? Another Chex Bank. We've got a Hallmark keepsake ornament here. This is one of their Easter time ones. I decided to pick this up for the shop. Oh, here we go. At $9, this is kind of overpriced, I feel, especially since the box is in such terrible shape. It's only 24 pieces, but all the pieces were there. I was able to confirm it by just building the puzzle. And we got a couple Whitman's PVCs there. Oh, we got a little stuffed Snoopy. You don't see these too often. This is from the early 80s. Oh, here's something out of the ordinary. We've got a Peanuts drum. It's still got its cardboard surround. It is missing the drumsticks, and the drum is in kind of not great condition, unfortunately. I decided to pass on it because of the condition, and I already have one, so I wasn't sure if I would be able to resell this. Let me know if I was wrong in the comments. And of course, another Chex Bank. Snoopy, he must be battery powered. We've got a Clean Hands Inspector soap dispenser. And we've got a few books over here. What have we here? We've got some videotapes. Don't see those too often. And we've got a craft kit. That's probably not too old, maybe the last 10 years or so. We've got a Woodstock squeaky toy. And we've got an Avon Snoopy soap dish. Plus a few more craft kits and a golfing tie. And here we've got a couple decoupage crafts. These were here the last time I was there before the pandemic. And we have The Joy of a Peanuts Christmas. That's a very common book to see in just about every antique store. I don't need any more for the shop. Please buy some of them. Here we've got a Whitman's plush bunny, perfect for the upcoming Easter season. We've got a Charlie Brown beanie. He was originally sold at Kohl's. $6 is a pretty good price for someone to pick him up. We got another Chex Bank. We've got an Anchor Hawking glass bank. Those are fairly common. And we also have an animated Devil Snoopy. I thought about buying him, but I decided to pass because he does have quite a bit of damage. We've got a Lucy jelly jar glass at $5. Maybe I should have picked her up, but I already have a couple in the shop. We've got a wind chime with Snoopy on a beach ball. This is from the 1990s, I believe, by NCE. At $4.50, I hope I picked him up unless there's something wrong with him. What have we here? We've got a Snoopy rainbow bank. This is a very common bank, and it's also a very common condition issue that the paint is flaking off. So that's too bad. And at that price, that is a definite pass. What have we here? We've got a little lunchbox, Peanut School Days. This was made by Hallmark. There we go. Finally found the price. Not a bad price. Oh, what's sticking out here? We've got a Peanuts Faucet Crust book. You'll see these a ton in antique stores. We've got a footed mug here. $12? It's actually a pretty good price. I forget why I passed on this, but I did. That was a fake Snoopy back there, so don't get annoyed that I didn't go look at it. We've got a Charlie Brown dictionary, just volume 1. I don't need volume 1. We've got some wooden cutout ornaments. These are from, I believe, the late 1970s. And it's not a bad price, and I just don't see these hardly ever. So I did pick those up. We've got a couple of newer items, one from Hallmark and one from Peanuts Wet and Wild, which had just come out. Another Peanuts Hallmark ornament. This was right after Christmas, so we were hoping to get some of those after Christmas sales. Here's a milk bone tin. Fortunately, it's missing its lid, and it looks terrible inside there. Such a nightmare. Oof. And here's something you don't see a ton of. Start each day with a smile on your lips. It's a Snoopy plaque from Hallmark. If it wasn't for the condition, I would have snapped that right up. But here's another item I did snap up. This Sunday mug with Snoopy. Definitely bought that. And finally, upstairs where Mom didn't want to go, guess who I saw? This Snoopy blow mold. And he does seem to have maybe a crack or just a production flaw, but I already have a couple of these, so I do not need another one. They seem to be coming on the market more these days, so keep your eyes open. Well, thanks for joining us here today for this walk around an antique mall. This antique mall was 3 whole levels, so it took us all day to get through this one antique mall. If you'd like to know where we went, please join us on Patreon.com, where I tell you all my little secrets on how I find Peanuts items. And if you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments what your favorite find of the day was. And if you want to find items for your collection without going out to a store, visit us online at CollectPeanuts.com, where you can get Snoopy stuff and you can help support more videos like this. Thank you so much. Happy collecting, everyone. Bye.